Maybe you were a victim of being called fat growing up. Folks make fun of you. Maybe you weren't the smartest motherfucker in school. If people can't match you for that I'm gonna tell you right now, there's great power in adversity. If you're a victim of any kind, make sure you use that to become successful. Don't look for revenge. Look for the reckoning. And I guarantee you, all those people who with you growing up, you might just be their boss. They'll come looking for a favor. And when they do, you got an option to say okay, or do what I do and say go yourself. Ha! Beware of one thing, motherfucker. Spitting in the wind. That comes back in your face. Stay hard. So when I was growing up, I went through a lot of hard times. This guy came to me and gave me some advice. His advice was, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I waited for years for that motherfucker. I never saw the light. When I joined the military, did a bunch of night ops. A chopper would land, we'd all get off it, had to lay down, not move for 30 minutes. When I first landed, I couldn't see shit. After being there for a while, I can make out objects. When you're in that tunnel of life, it's dark as there may not be a light, but you have the courage to stay there long enough, you can make out objects. And you can make out objects, you can see the way to get the out of that tunnel. Stay hard, stay savage. There's several days I don't want to do shit. I procrastinate like a motherfucker. This is one of those days, man. I put my shoes and my socks and my shorts on every day. Woke up this morning and just stared at them. Didn't want to do shit. Didn't know why I was doing it. A lot of times we forget just how badass we are. So what I do, and I've done for so many years, I write down. I've been writing, so this book right here, this is just about a 3-year book, but I've been writing down for years what I do. So I open up to a page today, look at it, and I go through looking at 18 miles, 16 miles, 17 miles, 15 miles, 16, 116 mile week, 123 mile week, 20, 18, 16, all by myself, training alone, push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, all this shit I write down here to remind me of the work I put into the craft that is myself. So we have to always remember our purpose will always be there. I have nothing in front of me right now. No race, no nothing. But the purpose is myself. Your mind has to be stronger than your feelings. On those bad days, when you think that you're alone, you just might be. Because you know why? No one else wants to fucking do it. So you be the motherfucker that always gets it done. Life's about improvise, adapt, and overcome in every situation that's in front of you. A lot of people hate that message that I say continue pushing, continue finding your new 100%, continue finding your best self. If you don't like that message, this is not the place to be. I'm about people trying to find the best they have, not making excuses, overcoming any and all obstacles. So today, I can't run. I can't do much, but you can guarantee one thing. David Goggins got the after it. He got the after it. I don't give a f if my knees don't work. I'll find something else that does. Stay hard. The longer you can do this, the better you are. Most of us live our entire lives avoiding failure. It's funny. I walk around, people come up to me and they say, man, you're that Navy SEAL, you went through Ranger School, you were, Air Force TAC P, you did the pull-up record, you run all these ultra races, all this shit, man. The funny thing about it that I think about is this. They know that part of me. This is the part I know about myself. I failed the ASVAB test to get in the military 3 times. In the Air Force, failed at pararescue. In the SEALs, it took me 3 times to get through Navy SEAL training. The pull-up record took me 3 times. This is what I know about me. So what I'm saying is this. You can't live your life being afraid to fail. All those failures made me the success in the day. Stay hard, stay in the fight. I wasn't always this person, trust me. I used to be embarrassed about lies I told, up family issues, marriages I was in, things I fucking cheated on, things I quit. I was embarrassed about all that shit. So A lot of people had things on me, and they had power over me and could use this whenever they wanted to. And I didn't like how that felt. So I wanted to get to a spot in my life where I could put a billboard up in the town I lived in with every thing I did wrong and let people drive by and see it. And I'm finally at that point. So when you get to that point, you kind of take that power back from people. But my question to you is this: are you at a point in your life where you can put a billboard up in your town and have folks drive by that? I hear it all the time. Goggins has a great message, but you don't want to end up like him. His body's all f***ed up. Well, his f***ed up body just got to run a 120-mile week, 2,000 pull-ups, 4,000 push-ups, and hundreds of reps at the f***ing gym. You're not afraid of having the fucking body. You're afraid of the fucking effort. See, what you don't understand is this: we're all being tested, and that road to success is a bumpy-ass road. Has potholes, nails, detours, and yeah, a lot of you are gonna die with a nicely preserved body. No plates, no bad knees, no bruises, no scars. You also have an empty resume. Stay hard. This is all about the quitting mind. So what's the quitting mind? Let's say it's day one of a job interview. We all know what that feels like. You have your clothes laid out. You got your food ready to go in the morning. You've been preparing for weeks and weeks and weeks. You show up and you bring your best self. You get the job. Merry Christmas. All right. After a couple months, you start showing up to work a little later. You don't look as good. Your clothes aren't laid out. Your breakfast isn't ready. Your mind's getting softer. We do that to everything in life. When New Year's coming up, guess what? Don't have a quitting mind. Repetition every day. Stay hard. So what's your excuse? Is it too cold where you live? Is it too hot where you live? Does it rain too much? Now it's time for some real talk. Maybe you're the only black person applying for a job. Maybe you're the only female. Maybe you're the only gay person. Job, whatever the it may be. Maybe that shit's in your head. Maybe that's your excuse for not being better. Life's a real big picture. When I was young, all those things got in my head. Black, you're not smart enough, single mom, all that bullshit owns space in my head. If you're allowing people and things and situations to own space in your head, you're losing. Last thing, life's one big head game. You play with yourself. If you lose, it's because you allow life to get in your head. Life is the most brutal endurance sport of all time. And that's what we have to love about it. We have to flip it on its head and love the fact that life continues to attack us. There are no timeouts. You can't just go like in a sporting event when the coach doesn't like something and call timeout. You have to figure shit out on the fly. You have to be that person who's always prepared. But the solitude right now that a lot of us are dealing with is what we don't want to deal with. It's the fact that we have to think about all these things that we don't like about ourselves. We like to use life as a big escape. That escape is not there anymore. All these distractions that we use, they're no longer there. This is the time right now for you to stop avoiding things. Get that pen and paper out. Look inside yourself. Stop looking at me or other people out here to be the hero of your story. This is time for you right now in all that solitude to get to know who you are as a person. Be alone with yourself. Write that shit down. Start to face these different things in life. Knowing one thing in life, we are all very fragile in this world. We have to know that when we die with some meaning and some purpose in this world. The most important conversation you'll ever have is the one you have with yourself. You wake up with it, you walk around with it, you go to bed with it. Eventually you act on it, whether it be good or bad. There's haters everywhere in this world. Jealous people trying to get in your head. The one thing you got to understand is this: they're trying to infiltrate your mind. What a lot of boxers do to get away from distractions is they go away before a big fight. A lot of us can't do that. We have to be able to live amongst distractions and be undistracted. Stay in your own mind. Don't let them own yours. Some of you were born into hell. Some of you are just in hell. Life is hard. It's kicking your ass. There's a tactic in wildland firefight that when the fire is coming at you and there's no escape route, It's a risky maneuver, but you start a fire around you. That fire around you starts to kill off and burn off all those fuels. It creates a black around you. The black means you can't get burned the f*** over. Some of you all out there need to create a fire with inside of your f***ing ass and get the f*** out of hell. So when I first joined the Navy, I had to join the reserves because I couldn't get into active duty because I was so fat. So being a reservist, I got titled a lot of times as a weekend warrior. In the reserves, you work 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year. A lot of us live our lives that way. We can't work out without purpose. We need to get into our dress for the wedding. Summertime's coming, so we want to look all good. Our high school reunion's coming up, so we gotta lose weight. The biggest purpose in life isn't all that shit. It's how you respect yourself, how you look at yourself. That's an everyday fucking journey. So every day you should be getting after it. We look at determination, self-discipline. We look at hard work. All these terms, it's almost like we dread them. Almost like a fucking punishment. Those are the biggest words of all time as far as respecting yourself. So don't look at them as dread and punishment. Look at those words as a lifestyle. Weak people hate strong minds. And there's an infestation of weak people in this fucking world. See, you're born with one mouth for a reason. To speak what you believe in. Speak your thoughts. Speak your truth. But what happens is the goal of weak people is to silence you. So what they do to you is to isolate you. The more they isolate you, the more you want to put a fucking damn, you want to sew up your mouth right in the middle. You start speaking out both sides of your mouth. You don't stand for shit. And eventually what happens is, they make you so fucking soft, you become a fucking head. You start shaking your head yes, for whatever they fucking want. Speak your truth. Don't be a bobblehead. Stay hard. What the hell are we all waiting for to start attacking life? Waiting for the stars to align? Back when I was growing up, the song came out. All I need is a miracle. Well, guess what? That miracle ain't coming. There is no perfect time to start. You gotta start now with changing your life. We're all being tested in life. And guess what? This is one test you can't cheat on. We all have our own test. Some of us are obese. Some of us are depressed. Some of us are insecure. In the military, we had this big old rucksack on the back. Had batteries, water, extra gear. Your extra gear is the shit you're dealing with in life. And the only way to overcome it is for you and you alone to face it. You gotta do your best work when you're least motivated. So those days you don't want to do it, guess what you gotta do? You gotta suck it the f up and do it. Stay hard. People want to know how to get permanent, lasting results. This shit's not easy. Some folks go from heavy to losing weight, back to heavy again. Some folks go from lazy to studs, back to lazy. The list goes on and on and on. A lot of folks take the 4-lane highway to get their results. The 4-lane highway is just that. It's the easy route. On that highway, they have road signs. 5 miles up, hotel. 10 miles up, restaurant. Restrooms, all that shit. It's the easy roadmap to success. Nothing there is permanent. But the other choice that makes permanent is the shovel. That shovel leaves you with calluses on your brain, on your hands. They're permanent. Pick up the shovel. I get a lot of questions about how I lost so much weight. People want to know how they can get started. So basically, you're thinking too much off the bat. When I lost my weight, I didn't look for a trainer. I didn't do all that thinking. I didn't go on Jenny Craig. I didn't do all that shit. What I did was I basically stopped eating so much food. I cut my calories down. So as far as the workout goes, we overthink that also. Until you find a trainer, go out there and start walking. Put some shoes on, start running. Go to the gym, do the elliptical trainer. It's not rocket science. A lot of folks talk about overtraining. You gotta train first before you can overtrain. Sometimes you wake up in the morning time and you're sore and you feel like you're overtrained. No, you got sore legs. Get out of your own head and stop overthinking it. So I got a great question today. The question was, I'm working my ass off, but I'm not seeing results. What we do is we go on to social media and that shit poisons us. We have all these fit models that we're taking these snapshots of. Snapshot these great legs, great ass. If you're a guy, big arms, big shoulders, big chest, all this bullshit. Take that middle snapshot. We start working our ass off for weeks, for months. We don't see results, so we get all pissed off. Those results are there. But what you've done is you take that mental snapshot and you're not seeing the results of that fitness model, that person you want to be. Half of us don't even have it in our bodies to look like that. So what you want to do is take a mental snapshot of how you look before and where you're at now. That's what you want to do in life. Compare yourself against yourself. Don't get poisoned by bullshit. Stay hard. I'd rather you hate me and get better than like me and stay the same. A lot of us are full of shit. I was one of those people back in the and sometimes I'm still full of shit. We think that we're working our ass off, working hard. You know, we've been working out hard in the gym for a month, but we haven't seen any results. So we get off and down in poopy pants and shit. You study for 30 minutes for a test, and you didn't do as well as you thought. What the do you expect? You're not putting in the work. You have to do more. You gotta stop telling yourself that you're doing enough. In life, it's never enough until you feel this overwhelming feeling of man, I'm outworking the crowd. I'm outworking everybody. I'm doing more. It's not until then, once you get there, that's when you know you've done enough. Stay hard. One thing about life, it is very unpredictable. But one thing's for damn sure, people are very predictable. So what that means is you can prepare for the assholes of this world. So, we are teaching right now anti-bullying. We're trying to change anti-racist. We're trying to change bad people. Well, in the long term, that may work out. But in the interim, that ain't gonna fly. So for you to continue to complain, get your butt hurt over people not liking the way you look, the way you sound, the way you dress, wherever the fuck it may be, you need to change on how you look at those fucking people, what they say to you. You gotta start armoring your mind. Start preparing yourself for what's out here in life. Build confidence. Build self-esteem. So when people talk to you, it doesn't fucking matter. Life is one big tug of war, and you don't win that tug of war by pushing the fucking rope. You have to pull that motherfucker. And a lot of times you have to pull yourself through life. This morning, I did not want to get up, so I had to pull my ass out of fucking bed. But guess what? The more and more I got into that run, each fucking step into that run, I started gaining more and more confidence. But to gain that fucking confidence, you have to fucking be willing to pull yourself out of bed, pull yourself out of a funk, pull yourself out of whatever the fuck life is throwing at you to gain that confidence. By the fucking time the run was over, I was like, fuck you, motherfucker. I once again beat your ass. You gotta be willing to find the confidence. Stay in the fight, stay in the war, stay in the battle, armor your mind. The truth of the starting line. We live in a world that's very unauthentic. So who the fuck are you? What do you stand for? What do you believe in? You know, a lot of people don't like what I say. A lot of people hate that I cuss. A lot of people hate a lot of things about me. I don't give a shit. When you find out who you are, that's when you start living your life. Don't fit in just for the sake of fitting in life. Make sure that you have something to say it. Social media nowadays is one of the biggest forms of being fake in the world. People buy likes, people buy friends, people buy comments, all this bullshit. Make sure in life you do what you have to do, say what you have to say, and live the life you have to live. Don't walk around being a fake human being. Don't be scared to be who you are. Stay hard. Never forget to train your fucking mind. In life, a lot of us work our fucking ass off, trying to get to a better place. A place that makes us feel better about ourselves. Some people want to do ultra races. They're starting to PR during training. Some people want to be a lawyer or a medical student. So they're taking these practice tests and they're crushing the practice tests. But guess what happens? Once you get to the actual fucking event, your mind isn't ready. Your mind's not prepared. You've been studying, you've been training, you've been working out, but your mind's not prepared. Story for you. When I was 19 years old, I was going through the Air Force trying to be a pararescueman. I was doing push-ups, sit-ups, swimming. I was doing all the knocking out of the park. One of the best in the class. But the second an obstacle got in my fucking way, I wasn't prepared for it mentally. I was a beast. All I was doing was I was training a bigger, stronger, faster quitter. You gotta train your fucking mind for all obstacles that might get in your way. A lot of you are trying to find inspiration and motivation with a depressed mindset. You're depressed because you're not doing it yourself. You don't find inspiration by not living in the grip of life. You need to live in the grip of life to find inspiration. Put challenges in front of yourself. When you put a challenge in front of yourself and you attack it, that's where you find inspiration. Try to be 10% better than you were last week. So if you're running 30 miles a week, run 33. If you're swimming 500 meters, swim 550. And some of you aren't doing, your 10% is just getting off the fucking couch. The more you walk away from accountability, the weaker you become. Find yourself in the grip of life. You can't find yourself by doing nothing. So this morning, I was getting ready to go for a run with a few guys. So I was taking my shirt off, and they saw my stretch marks. And one guy asked me, where the fuck did you get those stretch marks from? So I had to share with this guy where all this scarring was. That was 297 pounds, insecure, had doubts, had a fucked up mind. So there's a lot of scars we have on our bodies that people can see, and they tell a story. But a lot of us have scars in our brains about fucked up lives, bad childhoods, bad adulthood, whatever the fuck you're going through. Those scars in your brain, we don't talk about, we hide. Scarring is proof that our past is real. But the one thing we do is we allow it to control our lives. And we get off the log. Well, it's time to get back on the log and not have those scars define the rest of your fucking life. Sometimes you gotta fight pain with pain. Stay hard. Back in the day when I played sports, there was one fucking drill that I hated doing. The coach would have a fucking whistle in his mouth. And basically, we had to sit there and run in place. We ran in place until he blew that whistle. When he blew that whistle, we hit the dirt and bounced up again and started running in place again. And this drill went on and on and on. The one thing that sucked about that drill was the coach was in total control of everything. How long the drill went, when he blew the whistle for us to hit the dirt, when we got back up, started running in place, and it was mind-numbing. That drill reminded me a lot about life. I think a lot of us out here, we don't have control, we don't have the whistle. There's someone out there blowing that fucking whistle, and we hit the dirt. Some of us choose to stay down, but it's that motherfucker who constantly gets up as fast as they can. Those are the motherfuckers that make it in life. So it's our job to always be ready for the whistle. So today, I decided to try to PR my long run. So the first half of the run, I'm feeling great. My mind is clear, nothing going on. Think about nothing but my running pace, what I'm doing, my breathing, everything like that. Get to mile 15, I turn around, and the demons start to creep in. That inevitable wall is creeping up on me. When you push so hard, something's about to give. And I start to give. My mind started to break down. I started feeling my legs starting to hurt. I started feeling dehydrated. Started feeling sorry for myself. Started looking around. No one knows I'm fucking out here running. Why don't you go ahead and just stop? Call your girl, have her pick you up. And that's when I feel like a little bitch. And this is when your mind has to change. You gotta start thinking, I'm the greediest motherfucker in the world. Your dehydration? Lick your motherfucking lips. Your legs are all sore. You feel like you got shin splits and stress fractures. No, you don't. You got sore legs. Get out of your head and stay hard. Taking souls comes with a very particular look. And in competition, you're looking to break the other person down. And in breaking that person down, what happens to that person who's being broke down, they have an empty look in their eyes. I call it, you've taken their soul. You own space in their head. And owning space in their head means they're unable to perform at their best now because they're thinking about you. For instance, let's say there's a boxing match. 12 rounds, going at it, heavyweight champion. This guy's getting his ass kicked for 11 rounds. For 11 rounds, he continues to get back up and get back up and get back up. By that 12th round, the guy who's been beating the guy's ass, you're going to start to see a certain look on his face. His soul is leaving. If you can spot that look while you're getting your ass beat, you'll win the fight. It's the time of year where you think about all those people to thank. We thank everybody. Got a big long Rolodex. Text people, give them a call. But there's one person we leave out. That's ourselves. We forget about all those nights, single moms, single dads, people out here who want to lose weight, out here grinding. We forget about the hidden work that we put in, the work when nobody's watching. We forget about all those times we didn't want to do shit, and we did the motherfucker anyway. We live life thanking everybody in the world, but the one person that goes neglected is yourself. Make sure you thank yourself. Stay hard. Like I always say, this message isn't for everybody. Some of you are so weak, just being in your very presence can make a man go impotent. Your energy is so I can't even explain it. I put a video up of some feet, 10-second video, and you all got so much to say about it. My balance is up, this and that. Is this the message you really want to put out there, Goggins? Yeah, it's the message I want to put out there. That's what effort looks like. Life ain't gonna always hand you some motherfucking nice cream pie. Stay hard. I get a lot of questions, people asking me for help. So I asked them, what have you done to help yourself? Most of them say, I've been working hard. I'm all about being your own fucking hero, but I'm not about kissing your ass. In life, a lot of us believe that we're working much harder than we actually are. We think if we got up early for 4 days, we've earned something. You gotta drop your entitled mindset. It's dead weight. We believe we work harder than we actually have. Trust me, most of us haven't. The one thing in life you gotta realize is this: learn to help yourself. Don't count on other people to help you. Always be ready. You never know when your next challenge is coming out of the blue. A lot of people need to have that special event that's down the road that gets them motivated to get ready for the next challenge. I'm telling you right now, every day in life presents the next challenge. I've been in a lot of training, and I've seen a lot of great men, strong men quit. And I'd ask them, how'd they train? And they say, I swam, I ran, did all these things. And the one thing they never talk about is the mental aspect of it. So you put a person who's physically trained in a mentally tough situation and things happen real bad. What that means is, you put a guy in cold water and he's physically trained and he's not mentally trained about all of his insecurities in life and everything else he hasn't dealt with. He's gonna make up a lot of excuses on why he needs to quit something. And he's gonna wonder why, what happened? I trained so hard. I physically trained so hard. But that mental aspect of everything is the most important thing. So don't set your goals and everything without making sure you set your mind right and handle your insecurities. I said if I graduate SEAL training, I may start the process of doing that. Went there, had to lose 100 pounds really fast. So my idea was to go out and run 4 miles the next day as fast as I can to start losing weight. I got to a quarter of a mile and walked home. I realized that all those insecurities, when things got hard for me, those insecurities came back. I had to do a live autopsy on myself to figure out what was causing these insecurities to constantly come back, constantly roost in my head, constantly dominate my every thought. Every time something got bad, every time something got hard, these things would always come back and haunt me. I had to figure it out and overcome it. If anybody out there knows who I am, I totally disagree with all of that crap. I think it's crap, and that's exactly how the people in the world become weaker people. It's by capping your brain. It's by putting this kind of garbage in it about not attacking what you're not good at. It's about putting a cap on managing your expectations. If I lived that way, if I had any kind of thought process like managing expectations, I would be a 400-pound man by now, working some job that made no money, and I would never know my capabilities. I would never have become a Navy SEAL. People are f***ing hilarious. They are so threatened and jealous and insecure, and every word in between all that. When I was fat and lazy and insecure, struggling in school, struggling in life, people were giving me all this advice, trying to help me out. Well, I went on the other side of the spectrum. I lost weight, I got in shape, I started studying, I started becoming one of the hardest working people out there, and guess what? They still had shit to say. They had shit to say when I was fat, they had shit to say when I lost weight. People don't want to see you better than them. That's what it comes down to. You make them feel good about themselves when you're fat and lazy, and you make them feel like shit when you come from the depths of hell and you decide to fucking make it. There's enough food and pie for everybody to eat. Don't hate a motherfucker because he worked harder than you. What statement are you making? The psychology of savagery. I wasn't the best runner, but what I did was I found the work schedules out of my competition, and I made sure they saw me running day and night. I tried to get in their fucking heads. I got a video the other day of this UFC fighter, Ferguson. This motherfucker weighs in, and the UFC is fucking canceled. He wasn't just weighing in. He was getting the fucking head of his opponents. What he did was this. He wanted you to remember his fucking hands and elbows slice you the fuck up. Remember this. Stay hard at all times. Savagery. I can't give you motivation, brother. That's all about you. You don't have to be motivated to do this kind of stuff, man. Look at it as part of your life, part of your daily discipline, part of your routine. People always look for motivation. They look for hunger. Stop looking for that, man. A lot of times you're not going to have some big obstacle in front of you to keep you motivated. Do it because you want to be the best you possible, which it sounds corny as shit, but it's a true statement, man. Like, I do this shit like tonight, 4 miles every 4 hours, 48 hours. I have to do this shit. I'm doing to challenge myself, and that's how you stay out of these ruts. The most important step we'll ever take in life is our next one. But a lot of us get our feet stuck in concrete. We get our feet stuck in concrete because we're afraid to make enemies. We're afraid to speak what's on our mind. We're afraid of being in that group of people. And when you walk away, we're afraid of what they might say behind your back. All that fear clouds your brain, clouds your thinking. One thing in life, you're gonna always have haters. Embrace them. If you can walk on fucking water, trust me, your haters will say you can walk on water because you can't fucking swim. Learn one thing. Shut the fucking noise out. Embrace the fact that people don't like you. It means you're doing something right. Stay hard. Stay in the fight. We are all being tested in life. While my test is different than yours, you will be tested. And how you face that test and how you overcome that test determines the rest of your life. The one mentality that you must have in life is that regardless of what's in front of you, you still must grind. I'll never be in the Olympics. I'll never be a professional athlete, but still I grind. I fail at most things I do, but still I grind. I don't want to do half the shit I do, but still I grind. And that one day, you see me down a dark alley, running at 1 o'clock in the morning, know one thing. I was grinding. I got big goals this year, but in true guidance fashion, there will always be setbacks. So people think I killed that 300-pound man of mine. Oh no, he lurks. That's my inner bitch. Whenever I'm in a setback or defeated, he pops up in my mind. Every morning I wake up and get a nice green smoothie. Get after it. This morning, I smell in the kitchen, bacon and eggs cooking. That big boy in my mind, he's always waiting with a knife and fork in one hand. Bib on there so he don't get all fucked up. Wait and call me back to the dark side. Oh no, not today, motherfucker. I know how you look. I know how you sound. There'll always be complications and setbacks before the finish line. We must be ready for it. Motherfuckers want to know where Goggins has been. I've been in that mental lab. See, there's all kind of months. Some folks got sober October. They got all kind of shit for people go through trying to better themselves. I got fuck you every day. Get after it every day mentality. That said, when you push that hard, you go to the well. Well, my well was fucking empty. The cookie jar in there had stale moldy cookies. They weren't working no more. Had to find something else. Had to get that conqueror's mindset back. Where I just don't give a shit about anything. Just fucking grind. A lot of people out there talk about they're missing something in their lives. And they don't know what the fuck it is. You don't know what it is because you live in a soft environment 24/7. Learn to get out of it. One thing you have to learn early in life. I didn't learn this till later on. I don't give a motherfucker. You can't care what anybody thinks about you. If I care what people thought about me, you think I'd be yelling out here, doing a 105-pound ruck, talking? This is who I am. Find out who you are, whoever that may be. I don't give a what you are. Find out who you are and own that motherfucker and tell people to go themselves. Don't ever worry about anybody and what the they think about you. You do that, I guarantee you, your life will be in shambles. You will become the biggest of all time. And when I say I ain't talking about fucking females. So back in the day, we could say words like that and people would have chip out. So I ain't talking about females, I'm talking about fucking sack it the fuck up. Everybody.